Hello. Today is the day of Hofstra Votes Live. It is November 3rd, and I am participating in Hofstra Votes Live. I'm an anchor producer, so I'm behind the scenes, and I just thought I'd take you along my day. I should be arriving there at 2 p.m. and there are different estimates of when we're getting back to our dorms and when we're finishing up. Some say midnight, some say 2 a.m. It really depends your position and how quickly we get everything done, but it will be live streamed and recorded, and I'm really excited. This is one of the first events that I'm partaking in. I did it on a whim. I'm not a political science major, as a lot of people are, or a communications major, or anything like that. It is in the School of Communications, so they have a lot of different materials to use recording wise. They have really cool studios, and I'm really excited to partake in this. Even if I don't do it again, I think it would just be a good experience for me and for my peers. And yeah, I'll take you along my day and you'll get to see what goes on. So it's around 1:30. We're getting ready to head down to the School of Communication and get some food, and I'll let you know. They're doing dinner in different shifts, and there's a whole schedule for it, so I don't know what I'm eating, but I know I will be eating. So yeah, we'll get there around 2, and we'll see when we leave.
My job.
What did you do for the past 4 hours?
I had to sit there and watch her laptop.
I sat in a room for 4 hours talking to no one because I was like too nervous to open my mouth. So I just sat there for 4 hours, did my homework, didn't move. Like my legs started hurting because I wasn't moving. And then they were like, "Oh, can you help staple this shit?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And me and him went to go staple stuff, and it's like,
Where did the other guy from?
He was in my room the whole time. It was just him and me.
I didn't speak.
No. Bye. So as I said in the beginning of the video, they were going to be providing food. So I showed what food they had there. So this is me, obviously, a couple months after the event, but I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that happened and some of the things that I think went super well and if I would do it again. So getting there and spending all the time there, it was a lot of like, not wasted time, but time doing nothing. Like some people were super busy and some people like me did absolutely nothing. So I think that could have been, you know, a little bit different. Would I do it again? I don't think I would. Again, I'm not any kind of political science major, anyone really involved in politics. It was a good experience as my first year, and especially for this election, which was very, very important and took a very long time. But I wouldn't personally do it again. I do have a lot of experience from my high school with different events, and this was one of the largest events that I've ever partaken in, a student-run event, and it was very well done. But one thing that did happen is the cameraman, one of the cameramen, I won't say their name, had been sick. He had like cold symptoms, and then he got tested positive, and he didn't tell anyone. So all of us were essentially, you know, exposed, and that's a pretty awful thing to do with so many people in that event. But you know, we got through it, we're over it, we're a couple months later, but I don't think that that will happen again. Well, I hope it doesn't happen again. And it's extremely difficult to hold events, especially right now. And if it were under normal circumstances, that wouldn't be anyone's concern. But because of the pandemic, it's just something that we need to be more careful of. And even though it might be embarrassing to say, yeah, I tested positive, or I'm not feeling so good, it's in your best interest and in the best interest of everyone to just let people know what's up. But yeah, it was a great event. I put the link to the whole entire stream in the description of this video, so I recommend that you go watch a little bit of it if you're interested in the things that we do here at Hofstra. But yeah.